so I'm deciding to focus on my hair first just because it's looking really crazy right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush it out just to make sure there are no tangles in the hair at all. This will make for an easy braiding process. And I like to brush from the ends to the roots of the hair, just because I feel like it's so much easier to get the tangles out this way. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just straighten my leave out, because this is a U-part wig, therefore I have some leave out that I need to take care of, so I'm going to straighten that. I'm going to take my straightener that I got from Ulta, and this is the Ultra Chi straightener in this like rose gold glittery color. I just love anything rose gold. So I'm just going to bump it a little bit. So my leave out is straightened. I'm just going to comb it into the wig, into the hair, just to make sure everything is good. Then what I'm going to do is slick down my edges with this Pantene Stylers Texturizing Sculpting Wax. This is my favorite kind of like edge control to use on my edges, because I feel like it lays it down so much better than gel would. So I like to take an old toothbrush. I've been using this as my way of applying this wax to my edges. So I like to start on the sides, just really get in there and slick them back. And this stuff will like tame the frizziness, the thickness. Like if you have really thick hair, this stuff is going to lay it down. It's so good. So then I'm going to focus on this little section right here. So I'm going to slick that down, and then I'm also going to do the opposite side, but I'm not going to worry too much about this side because I do have hair that's covering up like my edges on this side. Okay, now on to styling the hair. I'm going to split my hair in two sections. So I'm going to split it like right down the middle and bring it to the front. I'm going to do an extra run through with the brush just to make sure that all the hairs are smoothed down and in its proper position so that I can easily braid it. So what I'm going to do, it's really hard for me to explain how I'm braiding my hair, so I can show you better than I can explain it to you. So I'm just going to zoom in so you guys can see it a little better. I'm going to start off with this section over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little section. This is going to be a little difficult for me because I am wearing a wig. So I have to do a little bit of extra concealing. So I'm going to split it into three sections, this little piece here, and I'm going to kind of weave it in and out of each other. So I'm going to take this end section over here and I'm going to cross it over this section. Then I'm going to take this end section over here and cross it over this section. So basically I'm going to always have three pieces of hair in my hand, and I'm just going to take the end pieces and cross them over. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to grab hair on the way, if that makes sense. So I'm going to grab a little bit of hair here, cross this piece over, and cross this piece over. And I'm just going to do that whole process until I get to the end of my hair. Okay, so I braided it all the way down to the end. Then I'm just going to kind of fluff out this braid, kind of pull some of the pieces just to make it a little bit looser up top because I want to conceal the, what is it called, the cap that is holding the wig together. So this piece right here is the lining of the wig, and I just want to conceal that. And then I'm also going to take some bobby pins. So I usually keep my bobby pins in this little plastic jar here, and I'm just going to take a few and kind of tuck the hair. So I'm just going to do the same exact thing that I did to this side to this side. So I'm just going to kind of smooth this part down a little bit better over here just to make sure all the hairs are laying in the same direction. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So I'm going to start with a small section of hair. I'm going to split this into 3 sections. I'm going to cross over the outside piece, cross over the outside piece, taking a little bit of hair along the way, cross over, taking some hair from here, cross over, So it's really about just weaving in and out and grabbing pieces of hair on the way. So I'm just going to take my brush once again and just kind of fix up the edges a little bit, and then also loosen the braid up top. Just kind of loosen it up a little bit by pulling on the braid itself. And I'm going to take some bobby pins and kind of tuck in the edges a little bit and pin the braid down. This might take a few pins to do. And I'll also kind of tuck in this hair that's really getting on the nerves here. I'm gonna take this side and kind of wrap it around. So I'm gonna wrap this opposite side, kind of cross it over. So I'm gonna cross this piece over here, and then I'm gonna pin it down, and you might need a lot of pins for this part because of this end piece that's gonna have to be pinned down as well. So it's okay to use a generous amount if you have to. So I'm just gonna pin this. And really what I'm doing is I'm tucking the braids underneath of each other. So I need a lot of pins for this part. Okay. Then I'm gonna take this side and do the same thing, kind of cross it under, laying the braid flat. I'm gonna tuck the braid under this one and then cross this one over and pin this as well to this side. So I'm just crossing braids over, making sure that they're nice and tight in there. And you just want to make sure everything is secure. So like I said, if you have to apply a lot of bobby pins, then be my guest. So that is it. That's what this cute little crown braid looks like. So guys, that is how I created this braided crown hair look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up and also comment below any videos that you want to see next. And like I always say, I won't see you, but you will see me in my next video, so stay tuned. Bye!